peeps? On here late night. Gonna try to get Instagram going on here too. Connect streaming software. Yeah, want to try to get that going on here too. And I cannot print off some of these labels on Poshmark and Depop. I don't know why. But my printer's acting a fool. My printer is acting a fool. So we'll see how that goes. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Doing a late night little packing session tomorrow. I'm doing another little buyout. Hopefully it's hopefully it's a bigger buyout. And so I won't be live tomorrow morning. So we're doing it tonight. What's sold? What's been selling? It's 2 things on Poshmark, 2 things on Depop. A decent amount on eBay. I don't know. Not too bad. How about you guys? How about you guys and gals out there? Felix, no cap. I already took my shower. Let me see if I can copy this. Stream key. Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. Paste. See if that will work. No, I already took a shower. So I'm chilling. Do I need a stream key? What's up with that? Come on. It ain't working. Well, whatevs. Bye-bye, Instagram. Instagram, you suck. What's up, Juliet? Surfing Thursday. That's right. Surfing Thursday. I was not surfing at thrift stores today. I haven't been surfing thrift stores all week. I wish I were. What's up, Sophia? Good evening. How much you paying on that buyout? Paying up, Felix. I'm paying on certain buyouts when I buy like really nice stuff and their potential future clients, or they are able to spread the surfs up gospel and tell them, oh, this guy buys good stuff. I want to make sure I give as much as I can. So when I do buyouts with people like the people I'm dealing with right now, I give them as much as I can for everything. And if they're like, oh, that's too little, that's all I can do. That's the most I can do. I don't lowball or anything. Garage sales and stuff are different because that's like a one and done. I won't see them again. But when I do buyouts like this, I give them as much as I can. That makes it worth their while and makes it worth my while too. Grade A10 sales on 3 of the 4 platforms. Not so bad for summer slowdown, Brad. That's right. Not so bad for summer slowdown. Yeah, Mercari is dead as a doornail for me, but Depop, Poshmark, and eBay always pulls through. eBay is the best for me as far as sales. Jens, what's happening? All right, let me get this out for here. I need to, like I said, if you're just now joining, my printer was not printing off my Depop and Poshmark labels. Sometimes it does that. It's a punk. So let me see if I can bring it over here. See, yeah, it's just a punk. Watch. Sometime during this live, this mug's just going to print something and be all spook me out. What is the most you can do? 50% of resale value? Good question, Felix. So I will say, if you saw my post about my buyout, it's my largest clothing buyout I've ever done. I've done much larger hard good buyouts before. But no, with clothing buyouts, I try to do 30 to 40, about 30% of what things are selling for online. So I'm giving them 30% of what they're selling for. eBay's going to take a profit. I hope to make, like, after taxes and stuff, like 30 to 40% on that item. But they're good items. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, something like that. And usually when it's a lot of stuff, people are okay with that, because there's a lot of time involved. If they wanted to list it themselves or try to sell it individually, it's just, there's a lot of time, as you guys all know. What's up, Cody? Thanks for popping in. Yeah, a lot of time in it. You guys know that. All right, let's see what we have. I did print off, I don't even know which one it goes to, though. Let's see which one it goes to. Get shipping label. Is that Michael? No. All right, let's do one Depop, the one that printed off. We'll do the one Depop. It is something you want to be on the lookout for right now. Polo Ralph Lauren. These, like, they look like they're faded striped shirts. They're almost just like a muted pastel color. But Ralph Lauren shirts like this, muted pastel, these are selling well. and on all platforms, eBay, Depop, all the above. This sold for $22, and it just regular sale over on Depop. $22 on Depop. Nice folding right there. Throw it in a poly mailer. Do you pay attention to views? No. Ted, really good question. Do I pay attention to views? I do not pay attention to views. If we're talking about on my items that I list, I pay zero attention, except for someone like this guy, Felix, who just sold a really nice watch at auction. When I do auctions or have done auctions in the past, I do pay attention to how many views or watchers or bidders and all that stuff. But once I list an item, I don't pay attention to it after that. I just know it's a good item. I list it for a competitive price, and I let Nifty and everything else do its thing. It'll eventually sell for the most part. But I think watching your items and viewing it, honestly, is, unless you're newer and you go back and review your store, like, oh, I could take better pictures or I could reprice that. That's different. But when you've been doing it a while, if you look and go back and look at your views, that's time you could be spending listing new items. I think it's a waste of time. We sold those Birdwell shorts from China. We posted to your reseller page last night. Gone in less than 24 hours. $15 profit. Let's go, Cody. Hey, $15 at $15. Birdwell shorts. In less than 24 hours. $15. Now, how long did that take you to list? 3 minutes? 3 minutes for $15? Well worth it. That's good. 30, 40 is fair. Yeah, it's definitely fair. So I could have offered doing it like consignment with whatnot, but I don't really want to deal with selling stuff for people and all the paperwork that goes with that, 1099, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I just don't want to do it. And they'll get less. I'd rather just buy it out. All the stuff I bought out, almost all of it is fall and winter items, really nice jackets and pants and shoes and things like that. All stuff that will sell better later on. So I'd rather just buy that stuff out than do consignment. I do. Felix says he does 50 to 60% on video games, but it's easier to know the exact values. Yeah. 50 to 60% on video games. I would definitely do 50% on something that I know sells really quick. You know video games a lot, Felix. So if there are video games that I know for a fact, and video games are one of those things that if you price it right, it could sell overnight, easy. It could sell in a couple hours. You buy it, you know you could sell a video game for $100. Like, I'll pay the dude 50. I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. Make $30 overnight. I'm cool with that. It's dinner time. Is it dinner time where you are? Let's see, what time is it? 9:50. Well, I hope you have a good dinner. We went to Moe's tonight. You guys know Moe's. Welcome to Moe's. Welcome to Moe's. Do you take offers? I do take offers. We'll go through the stuff that sold on eBay, and I'll talk about the different things that sold and how it sold. I promote everything in my store, and I also take offers on certain items. There are a lot of items in the low 20s to mid 20s range that I don't do best offer on. I just simply price it at the bottom of the market and I promote it and I sell it that way. Higher end, really nice stuff, I will take offers on that. I'm so confused. It's nighttime and you are turned the wrong way. I know. I did this mode, Audra, because I tried to put in Instagram too, but Instagram was being a turd. So we're going to go with this for the rest of it. I started using the ad on Nifty. All those keywords help so much. I normally post to eBay, then to Nifty. There you go, Kim. I still am posting to eBay, even though I put out that video just to kind of show people what it does about the listing in bulk and the AI. But right now, I'm still listing on eBay and cross-listing it over from there. Be right back and go check out the store's views. Yeah, no, you're not. I know. You're joking. eBay. Do most of your stuff auctions or buy it now? I see a lot of your posts about how much money you've made on stuff. Hey, Rachel, what's up? So I would say over 99% for sure are buy it now or best offer. I rarely do auctions. Maybe nowadays, I wouldn't even say once a month I do auctions. I used to do almost all auctions. When I did, like, for example, what Felix sold the other day was a watch that got in a estate sale. There aren't many like it. That's kind of what I went through. When I did estate sales, I found a lot of old, cool, antique stuff that there aren't a lot out there. Let people bid it up and fight over it. That's when I would do auctions. But when you're doing clothing It's just going to take the right person, the right size to find that item. Otherwise, I wouldn't be getting much. So I recommend doing buy it now on clothing. Sandra, what's up? Good evening. About to start listing at Thrift today. Tons of Viore and Lulu. Let's go. Nope problem. No problem. Yeah, that's good. Viore is the good stuff. Lulu's great too, obviously. This Lulu right here is so comfortable. But yeah, good finds today. Start listing. I took a ton of photos today. You guys know I take photos from my phone. I mean, I have so much listing to do now. Look at all those photos. So many photos. Shoes. So many photos. It's so close. I know. I can get closer, Shelby. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. What's up, Lakeland, Florida? I'm sure it's nice and balmy down there, but I love Florida so much. Yay for you speaking at eBay Open. Yeah, you know what though, Audra? It is to me it's just like doing a live, just a bigger audience. You know me. And what it is, I'm gonna have to talk to them and be like, y'all, I mean, eBay is probably watching it, whatever, because they found me, but I can be inappropriate and I speak the truth and I tell people how I do things and how I'm efficient, whatever. It's not the prettiest, but it works. So I'm gonna ask them, be like, hey, can I be me up there? Can I be me? Hey, Brown, found a Brioni and a Zegna jeans at Goodwill, $6.99 each. Brioni is top notch, and Zegna jeans are also good. I find Zegna jeans, those usually sell between like 34. It's not on the mode. Well, they usually sell for like 34 to 60, I think. NL, is that what you think? I'm up in New York. What's up, New York? What's up, listen, New York? Okay, let me see if I printed these out in order. That is the question. Okay, this one for sure I did. First sale on eBay. Under Armour new with tags. You guys, if you're new, this is something to be on the lookout for. I think anywhere you live, you'll probably find these out. They're like liquor distributors or beer distributors. They get these polo shirts in all different good brands. And a lot of times they'll just donate them or whatever. I pick them up. They always sell for me. I like Maker's Mark, all sorts of stuff. So this sold for $19.99. I guarantee I bought it for $5. Please always be me. I will, Pamela. I've been on here for 2 years. Have I changed one bit? No. Like I always say, actually, I've said this a million times. My mom was a principal and all that stuff. And she always taught me growing up that everyone's just as important. No one's more important than anyone else. So in a school, the custodian's just as important as the principal. People go in and think, oh, the principal's, nope. Everyone is a team. Everyone works together. No one's more important than the other. So always was taught that. I actually gave that speech when I got teacher of the year for the district. Same thing. Like no one's important. We're all a team. And then here we're all coworkers. So that's what it is. Going to continue to do it. Do you still promote items that have 100% sell-through rate? Good question. Yes. I actually promote my entire store, but you can be more selective. There are items that will sell no matter what. That, let's say, like this Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply. This is a Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply cardigan. It's like an Aztec. You probably don't have to promote that. That will sell itself if you have good pictures and have a good price on it. But I promote my whole store. Those polo shirts that I showed you a minute ago and the ones I'm about to pack up here in a minute, I definitely would recommend promoting those. You want to promote things that are really flooded out there on the eBay world. Just sold my first pair of shoes from the awesome shoe sale I hit last weekend at Goodwill. These were a pair of On Cloud shoes, new, 5 into 59. There you go, Sophia. Sophia's always in here being positive. Sophia, I think that's exactly what I sold that other pair. Were you in here? I sold a pair in On Cloud too. I swear, I think I sold them for $59. I think $59 is about the going price for On Clouds right now, used. I'm about to make my third Depop because of you. Hopefully they don't ban me for listing Puma. Those idiots. Nope problem, says. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is with Depop. I mean, I'm over here right now trying to print out this. Still can't print this out. But yeah, Depop, if you guys happen to get kicked off Depop, I got kicked off. I don't even know why. I couldn't get a hold of anyone, so I just had to make a new account. get it, your phone number, email address, different phone number, different email, and you have to use a different IP. So a laptop, an iPad, a different phone, a different device. Planning the list for $39.99 and the Brioni for $119.99. That sounds about right. So the Zegna jeans for $39.99, the Brioni for $119. That makes sense. Yeah, definitely the Zegna jeans. You'd think they would. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but you'd think they would do better. You guys find Zegna jeans. They don't sell as much as what we think they sell for. I just from experience, it sucks. I mean, but 39 is still great, right? Sir, so you convinced my wife for us to start promoting within our store. Any chance you could convince her to go to the eBay conference in Vegas next month? Cody, I know we talked about promoting a lot, and you convinced, and it works. It's worked for you. Listen, I can't convince going to Vegas. I mean, I love Vegas so much. I love Vegas so much. And being at the Venetian, love Vegas so much. But your wife needs to go. We need to hang out. So you guys need to go. Not your wife and I, but you, Cody, and your wife. You guys need to go. Also, another side note about that. I've known it for a little while. I just couldn't say anything. I've had to do all the stuff in the background. But as soon as my wife found out, she's a school teacher. She can't take off. But she's like, oh, I don't think I can. I don't know. The Backstreet Boys are playing at the Sphere, which is right next to the Venetian. And they're playing that Friday night of that week. And when she found that out, she's like, I'm going. I'm going. So she's going. We're seeing Backstreet Boys at the Sphere. What up? Didn't see the notification. I know. I don't know why. Sometimes I don't get them, right? I found some designer ties at the thrift store. Zegna, Hermes. Hermes is like top notch for ties. Are those brands faked at all? How do I get them authenticated? So the Zegna is probably authentic. Hermes sometimes gets, sometimes it's faked, but you can tell if it's a real silk tie or not. See if you can take a Google Lens shot of it and see if you can find one just like it. Usually, especially if you find those together, my guess is they're probably authentic. But it's tough to authenticate those. I'd probably Google Lens them. If you find Fireball, Jack Daniels, or High Noon Seltzer Polos, please send them my way. Are those things you like? I tell you what, Fireball has just gotten so popular over the past like 10, 15 years. How do we watch the eBay conference? So you can sign up for the eBay Open. I'm surprised they didn't give me a link to like send to people. Because in the past, they've like had me do videos and not this time. You can just sign up for the Open and watch it virtual for free. It's free to sign up and watch it virtual. It's all a write-off, not a CPA. Oh, there you go. And Nell's like, why not go to Vegas? It is a write-off. And it is. So if you're going to Vegas and stuff, it's a write-off. You just have to pay for it up front, right? You have to pay for it up front. Hey, sir, I've been using Nifty, and it is great. Thanks for sharing that. We appreciate you giving tips and helping people learn how to do this. We're averaging over $1,000 a month and are growing. Let's go, Brian. Appreciate the positive feedback, especially with Nifty. Definitely a guy I went on a cruise with. I've known about him through friends. We finally met on the cruise, and he sells on Poshmark, and I told him about Nifty, and he literally texted me last night. It was like, Nifty game changer, and that was 2 months ago. So yeah, definitely game changer, and you're welcome on here to help you guys out. I'm currently in Santa Claus, Indiana. I can feel you near me. What's up, Sir Salmonell? And Santa Claus, you're at Holiday World. Listen, isn't Holiday World kind of nice for Indiana? Like, Holiday World is an amusement park and a water park together. And in Indiana, you wouldn't think it's very good. It's legit, and it's not that busy. Is it worth doing an eBay store? All right, let's talk about it, Rachel. I've been a reseller for almost 15 years. Dang. And you've turned me on to so many tips and tricks. I've spent a lot on listing fees. Don't know if it was worth it. I have 700 eBay listings right now. Good question, Rachel. So what I would do is keep track, or you could go back and kind of think about it. So how much is an insertion fee these days? Like 15 cents or something? If those add up to where more than an eBay store would cost, you need to get an eBay store. Because also you'll decrease how much you're spending a month with the eBay store. Plus, you'll have a storefront. You can run sales, send coupons, all those sorts of things. It's just one of those things where you'll have to look at the prices of the eBay store and just doesn't make sense for you listing. When I used to do hard goods, antiques, collectibles, I never had an eBay store. But then once I started listing a lot, I never had 700 items when I did that. eBay's collectible or eBay collectibles and hard goods. But now that I have clothing, I have an eBay store. Something to think about for sure at 700. Do you travel far to source? Here in California, our Goodwill bins literally have been teams of people working them, which would make it difficult to source. I bet, Amy, I bet. So I do travel. I mostly do Indianapolis where I live, but I go to Chicago, which is 3 hours away, and I'll spend 2 days in Chicago thrifting all day. Recently, I go with Bearded. Recently, I went with Bearded to Dayton and Ohio for 2 days, and I always get a car full. I think the last video I put out, I spent like $900 something. I got over 100 items. So I do travel. I do travel to thrift, but I don't need to where I live. I don't need to. I just enjoy it. Have you ever found polo shirts with a Madrid by Ralph Lauren label? I don't know, Ralph Black. What's up, Ralph Black? I don't know. Send me a picture on IG, on Instagram. Send me a picture on Instagram, and I'll see if I can see it. Last Dayton jeans sold for 50, but they sold fast. There you go. Well, then you guys know. You guys know. Yeah, that's what I thought. They sell for around that much. It's been a minute since I've sold some. I think I have a couple in storage, which I have like 2 bins left that fill up for the fall and winter. My storage unit is full, which is good. To me, that's like, all right, I got lots of stuff. That's money in the bank come fall. Also found 2 Rain Spooner shirts too. I just didn't want to go rub it in. $5.99. Hey, we're not bragging in here. We're telling people. People might not know what Rain Spooner is. Let's talk about it. Rain Spooner. Might be over here. That's Paradise Found. I had it the other day. I might have just put it in this one. Yeah, there it is. So I have to say, these are both short sleeve button ups. Rain Spooner, guys. Brand to be on the lookout for. Rain Spooner. Now, they have gone down in value since I first started reselling. That was like a long time ago. But if you can find these Christmas ones, and they're all dated. They came out every year. They sell pretty well. I just have this priced up. $19.89 or 88. 89 or 88. But yeah, you're not rubbing it in. We're here to talk about our finds. Going to Vegas next week to shop, eat, and see Beyonce. There you go. Listen. This is why I love Vegas, okay? I'm not a big gambler. I love Vegas because the food, the restaurants and the food are like the nicest, right? Who has all the restaurants out there? All the big chef names, right? And then Vegas has the nicest hotels, pretty much some of the nicest in the world, nicest pools, like nicest stores. I'm a big watch guy. I like going into watch stores. It's just really, I just love Vegas. I love people watching. I love Vegas. I'm a sales rep for Fireball, so if I can find any of those polos for work. Oh, there you go. They don't give you any? What's the best app to use for Louis Vuitton sneakers? Jessica, Miss Garcia. The only app I use for shoes is Check. I don't know if they do Louis Vuitton, but Check, the app is what I've used before. What's crazy, I'm going to be in Vegas for my anniversary the same time the eBay conference. My wife said I should go, and I bought the ticket, and then you make the announcement. There you go. It's like it's meant to be, Mark. I mean, also, listen, I'm not a CPA, but if you go and you bought a ticket and you go to the conference and you spend, you're there, that can be a write-off trip. You're there for the conference. No, don't talk about the wedding. Don't talk about the wedding. We're there for the conference. A reseller cruise should be a thing. I agree. Cruises are my favorite. You're talking my language now. Cruises are my favorite. When I always have to have a cruise planned. I know that's just like, that's what I used to do this for. When I used to teach and do this as a side hustle, that was my money that it went towards. Same now. Like any extra side income I make goes towards our vacations. Hello from California. What's up, California? What's up, Linda? What time is it there? Is it 7:07? 7:07? Get a store. Get an eBay store. Yes, Holiday World is amazing. Just like you. Sir, you are so sweet. You are sweet. Chrissy, 35 cents, 25 cents times 700. Yeah, I think it's time to get an eBay store. eBay store. I'm in California also. They finally opened a Ben's in San Jose. Not been there yet. Yes, I've witnessed the teams working together. No joke. I'm sure there are teams here in Indy. I mean, you have like the T-shirt boy teams going around, but also you'll find like the tent cities, and there's usually like 5 people with this little family or whatever, and they disperse. So yeah, there are teams. I mean, the bins are no joke, and they're just getting more popular and more popular. It's just one way to source though, and if it's not working, see if you can find some other ways to sort it. If you feel like you're getting like suffocated out of the bins, try the racks again. Madras. Why on so late? Because I'm doing a buyout tomorrow morning. I won't be live tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna pack everything tonight, hit the post office on the way to the buyout, call it a day. Still won't print stuff out. Usually this Dymo eventually kicks in. It's being a punk. What's up, Faith Calhoun Bucky? I would be there right now. I'm thinking about you. I'd be driving through the night. Come on. Print. Being a turd. What's up, C Rich? My collegiate long sleeve quarter zips are selling like hotcakes. No summer slowdown here. Selling bags, hats, and jackets. Let's go. That's a good point. Start listing all your collegiate and NFL stuff, guys, right now. Right now is the time to list it, especially collegiate stuff. You got to be listing it. In fact, I just put some stuff. I organized some stuff, and I found a North Carolina vintage Nike like quarter zip, and it's long sleeve, but I'm going to list it now. I've never been to Vegas. It's not for everyone, but I love it. Desert Industries in Las Vegas. It's my favorite thrift store. Check it out when you come. Usually, look at that LV Thrift. What's up, LV Thrift? Usually when I go to Vegas, I stay within the strip. But if there's one nearby, maybe I will. I'm not trying to pay a lot of money, like go off the strip and stuff, but I might, because I'll have time. I've always wanted to go to Red Rock, but it's going to be way too hot in August to do that. PSA, everyone get ready to list fall winter items. Stores will be putting out Halloween by the end of the month. NL speaks the truth. In fact, my daughter and I yesterday went to Lowe's to get some stuff for the grass, and they had a couple Halloween stuff already out. How about that? And it's July. It's July 17th, and they had Halloween stuff out. July, August, September, October. That's 3 more months. Over 3 months. It's crazy. But that's where they make money. Yeah, so here in just a few weeks, I'm going to start listing all fall, all winter. Anything short sleeve and shorts and spring and summer related, I put in bins and I pack it away because I have a whole storage unit full of fall and winter stuff that will be selling like hotcakes. What's up, Alabama? What's up, Bama? I love finding Alabama or Auburn, whichever way you go. Alabama and Auburn stuff, it sells so well. All those SEC school stuff sells so well. Cali represent. Look at all these Cali people in here. So much good stuff, and there's not enough for everyone, for sure. That's just the way it is with clothing. I mean, a guy came over the other day, and I was talking to him. He's like, by doing this, by doing these lives and what you're doing online, doesn't that make more competition? I'm like, maybe locally, maybe, but no, there's just so much stuff out there. So if I were doing antiques to collectibles, I probably, but there's so much clothing out there. There's just enough for everybody. And styles are always changing. What's in now might not be in 3 months. I stopped going to the bins about 6 months ago. Then instead of going early in the morning, I went in the afternoon, and it was way better. Yeah, right? There's some people, that go in the morning that take care of their family at night, right? Different schedules. But that's good. You're changing it up. You got to change it up. That's what she said. I have started sourcing on online estate auctions. I purchased closetfuls of clothes. Most of the vintage items goes to my vintage buyers. It's a quick flip into cash. And that's a great way to do it, Mrs. Sells, because you're probably spending not a lot of money on those closets. And if you guys have seen those online websites, those auctions, it's usually just a picture of the closet, and all you see is just like silhouettes of all the clothing. You don't know for sure what's there, but it usually goes for so cheap. Buy it all, flip all the stuff vintage for cash to your vintage friends, and just make all that cash back. Everything else is profit usually, right? It won't be you if you're not up there speaking in shorts, Ralph. I know, right? I know we just aren't allowed to wear anything with a symbol on it, so I can't wear a Polo Ralph Lauren horse, but that don't mean I can't wear some double RL that doesn't have a horse on there. Speaking of brands, by the way, there's in Vegas at Caesar's Palace, whatever the Forum. The Forum is the shopping center that's connected to Caesar's Palace. They have a Polo store in there that carry double RL. I might have to go in there and buy something. Speaking of brands to be on the lookout for, I found a CC Wilson Mackinac Cruiser and Buffalo Plaid over the weekend. Oh my gosh. CC Wilson Buffalo Plaid. That's just money. That's like the money printer just right there. Buffalo Plaid is that red and black plaid pattern. So good. I'm going to be down by Wayne in 3 weeks, going to Source for 2 weeks. Dang, there are so many thrift stores down there by Wayne, K-Way shop, and they're great. It's not just Goodwill. It's not just red, white, and blue. There's City Thrifts. There's all these thrift stores, and those ones that are for profit, like red, white, and blue, they're just pushing stuff out left and right. You'll have a great time down there. Congrats on a trip. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm excited. Cali, look all Cali. Costco for Halloween items out too. People out there that go to Costco and buy all that stuff up quick and then flip it. Roll Tide. Okay, there you go. We got some Roll Tide people. Now we're going to start getting into it. If Audra's still watching, she's going to say Tigers. Done listening, getting ready for bed now. Dang, I better get packing. I still got to list stuff tonight. All right, this is a Harley Davidson. I just sold a gray one. You saw it the other day. They both were sitting for a month. My guess, Nifty probably sold them because they were relisted or recreated, and they both sold within the last couple of days. Harley bought these $10 a piece. Whenever I find big hit Harley button shirts, I will pay a little bit more for them than what I would expect to pay at a thrift store. $10 a piece. That sold for $34.99, and it's going to Richard. That sold via promoted listing, by the way. I think Nifty for sure, though, on that one. Did my first live tonight in Whatnot. Man, glass is hard to sell. Only had 4 sales. Okay. Glass might be hard to sell. Blue Hippo sales. Congratulations on your Whatnot. Your first live Whatnot. But again, let's talk about it. If you guys are talking about Whatnot, you sold 4 items. You had 4 sales. You said only 4 sales. How long were you on there for? An hour and a half? Would you be happy if you had 4 sales in an hour and a half on eBay? I would be. So you're building it up. You're building it up. You got to start somewhere. I think 4 sales are better than no sales. It's a good job. And you got to start somewhere. You got to be able to go live and do it. And Whatnot's a great place to do it. People are scrolling through, they'll find you. And then if you're good, you have good prices, and you bring good stuff, they'll save you and you'll bookmark your next shows. Stuff and things with the Honda. Do you delist the summer stuff or just pack it up in the back and hope you don't have to go dig? Okay, good question. I get this question often. Do I delist summer stuff? No way. No way. So once I list something, it stays listed for forever. Nifty will delist and recreate those items for me. So let me show you something. Right here is my bin of flannels. I haven't touched this bin in months, but they are all listed right now. They just get delisted. I wouldn't be surprised if here soon I'll be pulling out of that bin. So no. Once the season is gone, I continue to have it listed. And then the next year, hopefully it sells, but I'll know by about mid-season if it hasn't. If it's gone through a season and a half, I mark it way down. Is Western style clothing still a good thing to pick up? Yes, brand is huge. Shay. So brand is huge. There's a brand I just found. I just have a shirt. It'll go for way over $100, I think, called Free Note. I think it's Free Note. It's good. Western brands do well. Western style. All this Aztec, Southwest, all that stuff does really well. Nick, what's up, Nick? Nick's in the house. Wear your Ban KW Shops eBay account shirt. I should. I'm going to put that. Ban KW. I don't even want to give him attention while I'm out there. He's a punk. He won't even go out there. What a punk. He should be going out there. You'd think he'd want to stay with me, I mean. I know I used to live there. Oh, there you go. Nighttime serves. This is weird. I know, Angry. What's up, Angry? I know. I won't be on tomorrow morning. Here's the new tags found at Goodwill. You know, just sneaking by new tags. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. You guys don't deal with those. Nothing big. $32.99. Sold via promoted listing. Paid $5. Is Filson a middle of the states and out west thing? Never saw it. So CC Filson is probably like one of the highest and well-known and oldest outdoor brands, like Logsman outdoor brands. So they're going to have the wool jackets. They're going to have the thick canvas pants. They're going to have the really nice accessories. Definitely like cold weather gear. So where it gets below or at freezing, I would say, wherever that would be. CC Filson. Really good brand to be on the lookout for. The buyout I was going to do, the guy kept it CC Filson. Almost had that. Don't give your hopes up, Faith. Wayne plants his finds. Oh, always does. Dude plants all his finds. Why do you think his videos do so well? What a puck. And he's on vacation right now. Come on. Thought he's supposed to work. Costco flips. I know, Costco flips. I remember when people used to flip the Costco golf ball brand. I know it's weird, but that was a thing. Oh, here we go. Vols. We got Tennessee in the house. Telling you, the SEC, cutthroat, baby. Cutthroat. Okay, 2 things from the buyout sold. This is one of them so far. I just started listing stuff yesterday. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren linen crew neck sweater. Very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. No pony. It's just a very lightweight, really good, like not what you're going to get at the Polo Outlet type of deal. Like this is a Polo store, the Polo store. Linen. It's sold for $40. $40. I'm shipping too, just not live. What's up, Christy? Left my eBay computer at work and couldn't ship last night. Now I'm behind. I should go live too. You inspired me. You should go live. Why not? If you guys are wanting to do social media and all that stuff, do it. Just do it. There's no better time than now. Just do it. I wish I would have done it when I was still teaching. I wish I would have done it. There's so many people that did it during the pandemic, and that's where they gained like huge following. But start now. There's never a better time to start than now. Reselling, eBay, saving, investing, whatever. Already started exercising. Already started posting stuff for my SEC items for fall. There you go, Faith. I would like to do a one-night show. How do you recommend starting? So, there is, you'd have to IG me or Facebook message me, but I have a link. So I have a link where if you haven't signed up for Whatnot and you want to be a seller, you get $150 matched on your first show. So if your first show, you don't sell as much as you think, Whatnot, because you're starting to sell, will give you $150. They'll match $150. So that's cool. That's a place to start. With that, you just go. What I would recommend is having your stuff ready to go. You're going to be going through it. If it's your first show, what I would recommend probably is putting everything in order, taking a photo of it so people can go to your store and see it. And if something doesn't sell, you can go back and run it again. You can go back and running again. 4 items out of your house. 4 items out of your house. 4 items. What's up, J Ride? So J Ride invited me to be on his podcast, which I'm going to be, but we were going to record it today. But those you guys who watch me know I had to take care of my dad today because my mom was out of town. So took care of my dad today. Could not do that. So look out. J Ride and I are going to be talking soon. We've done it in the past. We've talked in the past, but we're going to be doing it again. I think he has a, I think he does a, I think he has a, do you have a podcast? Reseller Island. I think it's Reseller Island. I know you guys listen to it. I watch it on YouTube. Takes time to build up a whatnot. It does take time. You just have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. If you plan on doing it, like say, hey, I'll be here. If you're doing it on a Saturday, I'll be here next Saturday, same time, same place. 4-6 weeks. Do it for 4-6 weeks. See how you like it. How do I keep track of the amount I spend on my items? I do average cost of goods. All my thrift stores have the same prices for the clothing. So my average cost of goods is $5.25, and I do that. That's what I put in my average cost of goods at $5.25. That's how I've done it ever since I've been doing clothing. Have you ever found the Honda CRV table? It's worth good money. I haven't, but I was watching an auction today on an Integra Type R. If you guys know Honda Integra, same car. Integra Type R going for $125,000. What do you think about that? You guys, any what is it? JDM people in here? Said, what's up, J-Ride? J-Ride in the chat. We all go back. We go back. Yo, Brad, have you ever had any luck with Duluth trading flannels? Okay, Flag City. I did. I used to have really good luck with them, and then they kind of took a dip. So the only ones, there are two ways that I pick them up. If they're just Duluth flannels. Number one, they have to be really, really oversized, like a 3XL. Or if there are some in good condition, like 3 or 4 in a row, which you'll find, I'll get those and lot them up. So I'll buy those at $5 a piece, lot them up where they cost, the buyer will pay about $12 to $13 a piece when I lot them. So let's say there are 3, I'm going to lot them up and sell them for like $35. Something like that. Brad, hey, from Charleston, what's up down there in the Carolinas? Is Charleston? That's South Carolina, right? Charleston, South Carolina? Yeah, I think, right? Congrats on being a speaker. Oh, appreciate it, Dan. It's all good. It's all good. We just do. It's just like doing this. Have you ever thrifted and sold the brand called Outer Banks? No, I don't think I have. Outer Banks. Sean, is it a good one? I don't think I have. Filson is a Seattle company. Yep, Seattle company. I think like everything CC Filson is made in the USA too. I feel like. Congrats on speaking at eBay. But hey, appreciate it. Found purple label pants, new with tags at Goodwill for $5 the other day. I mean, I was talking to Bearder today on the phone. Is there no better, like, I don't do anything. I don't even drink. But like finding Ralph Lauren purple label for $5, like, does that not give you a rush? That's what gets us addicted to thrifting. So fun. It's so fun when we find stuff like that. Wait a minute. I'm back to say, go Tigers. Yep, SEC. We have the Vols and we have Roll Tide in here. Audrey, you're going to be getting your fist out here soon. Did you start your lives on your Facebook page? I don't have a reselling page. Okay, so Christy actually started doing lives on TikTok. And then I started doing them on YouTube and Facebook when I got Restream, which is on this. And I can also do them on Instagram, but usually only a couple of people are there. So I don't even, you have to do an extra button or two. But what I did with Facebook, I have my personal page, my personal profile on Facebook, and then I made a page. And that's what you're on now. It surfs up, it's a page. And yeah, you can just go live right on your page. And it just takes time. You might have 2 or 3 people in there watching, whatever. Just do it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. It's going to come out. Reseller Island is the one. Yeah. J-Ride Flips, Reseller Island. Costco is making Titleist balls with the Costco logo for 1/3 of the price golfer's dream. Yes, Brad. So you remember when that was happening. That was a thing. My brother-in-law from Kentucky was like, hey, if you're at Costco, find me some of those golf balls. What's up, Jack? All right, y'all. Jack Thrifts right here. You're rewatching this later. I already put it in my Instagram. It's right now in my Instagram and Facebook stories. If you're into vintage kids clothing, he's having a whatnot with, I think, 200 pieces of all vintage kids clothing, like fire stuff, really, really good stuff. All he does is vintage. It's all vintage kids clothing. I know people are into that. people follow me and they talk about it. Jack Thrifts, he's local to me, one of my buddies. And I posted it today, so go bookmark that show, especially if you're into vintage kids clothing. Hey, what's up, Mr. Lee? Appreciate you. Shout out to you. Is it better to start whatnot auctions at $1? Does it draw in more attention to your shows? Matt, I would say start your auctions off at where you're comfortable at selling your product. So I know that, like, most of my items, people know that I pay between $5.25 is my buy cost, right? So I start my stuff at $1. If it sells for, I know it will sell for at least $5 usually. It sells from $5 on up, so I'm fine starting at $1. But if you don't have a lot of people in there and you don't want to lose money on it, maybe do $5 starts if it's good stuff. So it just depends. If you have good stuff, let's say you have a show right now and I'm in there with 15 other people and you're showing CC Filson, you're showing Denim Ralph Lauren, stuff like that. You could start that stuff at $15 and I'll be bidding on it. So just start it cheaper than what it would sell on eBay or whatever, and people probably get into it. South Carolina, Charleston, South Carolina. I want to go to Charleston really bad. Thrifted loot trading are all 3XL to 5XL pants are 44 and 34 fleece line. There you go. That's all good stuff, Flag City. I would be buying all that. 3XL to 5XL and the pants are 34 or 44, 34. Usually in fleece line, usually you find 44 by 30, 46 by 30. Those are great sizes. I would definitely pick those up. Flag City. I found Purple Label linen button-up short. Why am the thrift stores in here in Indy are just not giving me the Purple Label they used to? Pay less than $1 and sold it for 57. Let's go. Purple Label linen shorts. Good money. Love these late night. Good. I'll keep doing them here and there. It just depends, right? Schedule. That's why I like this job, because I don't have a set schedule. Monday mornings for sure. But like, I'm not going live tomorrow morning because I'm doing a buyout. So hop on tonight. Best. There you guys go. So 200 to 300 crazy kids pieces. And are they starting at $1, Jack? I feel like are they starting at $1? What are they starting at? Like all that stuff that goes for crazy money. Went to Charleston for my 40th in May. It's so pretty. I highly recommend it. We want to go. My wife and I want to go to Charleston. Definitely on the list. And I thrifted while I was there. Good. Of course. We got to do that. Come on now. You think I'm going to go on vacation and be like, wherever we go, my wife knows in the back of her head that I'm going to be on sometime on the vacation. I'll be like, hey, Shelby, do you care if I go? She's like, you can go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Had a good day. Listed 7, sold 5. That is a good day. Let's go. Everything at $1, 15-second sudden death. That's how I like to. I love shows like that. So everything for $1, 15-second sudden death. People sleeping, you're gonna be getting deals. So go bookmark that show. Jack Thrifts on whatnot. You know what? I'll see if I can. I don't know if I get that on my computer. But I think I'll be able. Maybe I think I'll be able to do it. Check this out. Jack Thrifts. There he is with this hat. 39 bookmarks. Let's see if I can copy this show. Put it in here. If you guys are into kid stuff, copy link. I'm about to be able to do it. Copy link. All right. So if you're rewatching this later and you want kids clothes, hop on in. I'm not getting a dime. I'm not getting a dime. I just know Jack. He's got good stuff, and a lot of people are into kids clothing. So all about promoting them. Late night is great. You're right. West Coast Kiki. I know. Because when I usually do it, it's like 5 a.m. for you. And ain't no one getting up at 5 a.m. I get that. Do you have people who buy lots from you, vintage or current clothing? Here in Louisiana, I get my hands on so much good vintage because no one is around here online. Well, Rachel, you're probably going to have Jack, the guy I just talked about, reach out to you because he is a huge vintage buyer. So, yeah. Do I have people buy? I trade with him. I do buyouts too myself. I love sudden death. There you go. This is a good advice for people wanting to do whatnots. Love sudden death whatnots. If you're slow, I'm going to leave. I'm the same way. I feel like I get it from when I used to teach. Again, I taught special needs students PE. It was called adapted PE. If you weren't keeping those students engaged, they would get distracted very, very easily. So I feel like it's the same whenever you're running a show on Whatnot, on here, whatever. You got to keep the chat engaged. You're either running something, you're answering a question, you're being entertaining, but you got to continue to run your items, or else people will just swipe right through. And I'm one of those people. I spend winters on Folly Beach, Charleston Beach. So I source the area for the winter. It's great. I bet so much money down there. I already mapped out the stores we pass on vacation next week in Maine. Let's go. My mom just came back. She was in Maine this morning and is flying back tonight. So have fun in Maine. Yeah, map out those thrift stores. So fun. See that smile on my face? Explain sudden death. So sudden death, when they start the item, there's 15 seconds and that auction doesn't go back up. So normally when you're at an auction house or normal auction, let's say, it's 5, 4, 3, you put your sign up and they say, all right, 5,000, 5,000. And they start with 10 more seconds. And then when someone comes up, they restart the time. Same thing on Whatnot. People can have a resetting time. Every time someone bids, it goes back up to 10 seconds. If they bid again, it goes back up to 10 seconds. Sudden death, the timer doesn't go back up. It's just sudden death. It goes down to 1 second and no one swipes. It's over. Yeah, and Nick knows vintage kids clothing is on fire right now. It is so on fire. So on fire, in fact, that I go through the kids section just looking for denim overalls. You're doing more than enough promo. I appreciate it for real. Local legend. No, Jack and I are buddies. You guys hear me talk about in a lot of my lives, like I trade. You just got to find good people out there that are trustworthy. In fact, Jack is the guy who gave me this jacket. Literally gave me this jacket. He's a full-time reseller. Gave me this Pendleton Orvis jacket. I told him, I will not sell this jacket. And he's like, I don't care if you, I said, no, like this is art. Gave me this jacket. It's like a $400 jacket. So just good people out there, make connections with people. Just because you see resellers out there, that doesn't mean they're your enemy. You make friends with them, you trade them stuff. He gives me a lot of $20 items and I give him $20 items. That's kind of how like the deal we have. How many people had success with $10 starts on quality clothing? I don't know, but if you're on Whatnot and you don't want to lose money, you just want to start it at a price that you're comfortable with. I swear I sold stuff. I swear I packed stuff. I'll pack this next item. This is a G-Star Raw t-shirt. Got it for $5 at the thrift store. G-Star Raw, and it says rat on it. It's just unique. G-Star Raw usually is a jean brand. I mean, they make all sorts of clothing, but usually I only find it in jeans. But there you go. This sold within a day for $40.55. So that was probably a Nifty sale. And if you're new in here too, you probably haven't heard me talk about Nifty a whole lot yet. But Nifty is my cross lister, an automation tool, and it does AI a list for you, so you can take photos and it puts it all in for you and lists it on Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, and eBay, just like those other ones out there. But it lists on all those platforms and it keeps track of everything. So Nifty is what I use. You hear me talk about it, sends out offers, all that sort of stuff. You want to give it a free trial? I have a link at my link tree or on surfsupfinds.com. It helps the channel out, and it's a game changer. I promise you that. Thanks for the on-cloud vibes. Sold a pair right after you read the comment about, I swear though, TJ, it's not because I read the comment. It's because I talk so much that I'm on so long that something's going to sell. Something's going to sell for you. So just shipping it out. 5 into 40.55. Nifty selling an offer on that one. Flag City surfs. Don't go thrifting around southeastern Michigan. They think American Eagle clothing is lined with gold thread. Dude, for real, I don't doubt that. Here in Indianapolis, they put Columbia behind the counter. They'll have North Face out, but they think Columbia is golden thread as well. Have at it. Have at it. Former elementary art teacher here too. Let's go, Rachel. Appreciate you. We love our kids. We love our kids. I was PE, and special ed. I resold on the side, but resigned and made it a full-time gig years ago. Let's go. Nifty has been a massive game changer for me. Thank you for all so much of that tip. You're welcome. And I'm reading this earlier before I even talked about Nifty. So I did not put those two together, people. Not sitting out here just trying to talk about Nifty. You guys know me. But yeah, shout out to school teachers. Unite. And we resigned, and that's just part of it. Shout out to my wife, who's still a school teacher. Are you going to have time to thrift in Vegas? If so, vlogs. I mean, we'll see. I'd love to. I mean, thrifting's like one of my favorite hobbies. So that jacket looks like the one Jim Carrey wore in Dumb and Dumber. Oh, it's perfect then. Dumb and Dumber is my favorite comedy of all time. I love that movie. I should get the boots, the fur boots too, to match it. I'm already making friends, getting lots of bundles through the reseller community. Just talk to people. Yeah, Chrissy, you know. Just talk to people. There are people all the time, too, that are like, hey, a guy reached out to me not long ago, and he's like, hey, I have all this inventory. I know you really like Ralph Lauren button-up shirts. I'll sell all mine to you for whatever price. And we agreed on a price that made sense for him and me. And I bought a huge box just full of Ralph Lauren button-up shirts. Some of these, I think, are from it. So just reach out to people, talk to people, whatever. I'm going to look. Uh-oh, Rachel, Jack, are you still on here? Jack, are you still on here? There you go. Rachel over on Facebook, looking for someone for a buyout. See, look at us. We're creating connections in here. Connections. He knew you'd appreciate the coat like you. Yeah, he knew. I appreciate that coat. I love that coat. Do you ever buy clothing that you believe will be trendy in the near future, or do you buy what's currently trending? Matt Johnson, good question. I don't. I buy what's currently trending, but I will tell you this, and I think we all know this. Everything, it just goes in circles, right? So everything seems to come back into style. Now, we don't want to hold on to things for 10 years, right? But, like, you know, Y2K has been really, really popular. What's next? Is it going to be like something like the 80s coming back in again? Or is it going to be right after Y2K? I've heard Y3K, which is like more of that goth stuff. But no, I look for current trending things. I wish I could predict the future. If I knew what was going to be the next hot thing, I'd pick it all up. Y'all sharing my secrets. Resellers, don't go to the kids here. Sorry, Ralph. Hey, it's out. The word's out, man. Rachel messaged me on IG. User it. There you go. Oh, Jack, that's your last name? Tech and Sports deleted every video about his own AI tool. Very interesting. Did he? Nick's always on it. Did he do that? I wonder why. This is what I'll say about Tech and Sports. I honestly think he's like I would say the GOAT for reselling. I mean, he's like the GOAT for reselling clothing, in my opinion. I think we would all agree on that. If you have ever watched Tech, and I feel like he's a perfectionist almost. So maybe he deleted, maybe he's working on the back end because it's not exactly what he wants. And that's only my guess because he's just so detail oriented. I don't know. That's just my guess. G-Star denim shorts of Bolo. Cargo ones do $35 on Depop with the flaw. I sold, Audrey, you probably been watching. I sold 2 pairs of G-Star cargo shorts. Both they had a front zip pocket. Yeah. Pharrell Williams is a co-owner of G-Star. Fun fact, all his brands are hot and good quality. Jack knows. Jack, that's probably at 86 in Michigan right before you got there. Just telling you. You know what I'm talking about. This is the first sale. Earlier, I also packed that Polo Ralph Lauren. That was my second sale of this buyout I did. Both of them linen. I've been listing the stuff that's in season first. Almost everything's fall that I bought. But this is linen, and that other Polo was linen. This, I took a best offer of $45 for it on this. My Goodwills are all Sheen and George anymore. Yeah, we have a lot of that. I mean, there are many times I go into Goodwill and I walk out empty-handed. Luckily, I live in the city where I can go to multiple Goodwills in any direction, like literally. And And so if it's not good, I'll just hit up the next one. But yeah, I know George and Sheen, annoying. Sheen should get banned, period. Goodwill, if you're watching this ever, don't put Sheen out. It's crap. Don't even send it to the bins. Just send it straight to a pallet wherever you send it to. If you said yes, we were going to come to Vegas. What? Said yes to what, Cody? What? You already talking to your wife about going to Vegas. How you doing? What's up, Dora? Doing well this evening. Just packing some stuff out. Should be listing, but we got to pack too. I love talking to peeps. You guys know me. I met someone in Kansas City who sold me all his new Tag Grayson polos, a bundle of 61. Dang, I met him randomly through Mercari, asking about a couple of them he had listed. You never know. Okay, short story. Is Bearded still on Whatnot? Bearded might still be on Whatnot. He might not be. I don't know. He's not. So Bearded today, he posted about it. He went to a garage sale. He said it was a garage sale. There were just a couple tables out. You could tell people just driving by. He went there, and he's telling the guy, like, I buy this. I buy about everything. And the guy was like, do you buy jewelry? Beard's like, yeah, I buy jewelry. He brought out duffel bags full of jewelry. He's like, I got to get rid of this. He bought it all, like, for a steal, sterling, 14K, like, really good stuff. He made out. Point is, talk to people, tell them what you do. When you go to garage sales, say I buy all sorts of stuff. You never know what they're going to bring out. I mean, I don't care for clothing resellers. If someone has gold and silver, that's like dollar bills sitting there. You can just take that to Meltdown right after you go leave that garage sale and get cash in your hand. I created my first listing with Nifty Sunday night and newly cross-listed a Depop. It was so easy. That without any intention. I also joined Poshmark same night, and I have 3 sales on each. Let's go, TJ. Poshmark's great. Jack has a huge following on Depop. I don't know how he gets so many sales. I do not on Depop, but Poshmark's usually my second best. I see the Columbia at Plainfield. Oh, you do? Okay. At Plainfield and laughed. They had it sealed. Common Blu-rays behind the counter. Went out like $500. One sitting on the shelf for $399. Yeah. Of a printout for $500, like sold on eBay. Yeah, I don't want to say our Goodwills are dumb, but sometimes they're out of touch. Guys, massive tip here. I found a ton of Facebook groups for high price items. Lily, Peter Millar, and to resell a lot of things there with PayPal and pay eBay fees. No pay eBay fees. There you go. I have vintage kids clothing also. Can't seem to find a buyer in person. Would be interested. Also, Jack, you better be giving me a cut from all this kids clothing. Let me tell you. Boy. Next item, Polo Ralph Lauren at $24.99, sold via promoted listings. Again, highly recommend promoting all your items that are flooded out on the market. The reason I priced this one at $24.99 is because it's a 2XLT. So it's bigger. That is what, the second polo shirt, third polo shirt as far as that goes. A guy I sold to locally on Facebook, Brooks Brothers shirts and Tommy Bahama. I'm now picking for him. He just gives me his pant size, and I know I have. That's like personal shopping. I would be all about that. I mean, how nice it would be if someone was like, "Listen, I'll give you $12 for every Tommy Bahama pants you find that are size 34 by 30." I pass on those all the time. I don't pick them up to resell. But if I could pick them up for $5, sell them to him for $12, get a box of them together, I already passed them up. My hand's already on it. Easy money. I like that. Personal shopping. Like that. It's going to Randy. Randy, this is Kju's online arbitrage. Sold it for $27. Trying to get rid of these. They just haven't done well for me. Okay, these have little skiers on them. I bought them for $20 a piece, so I'm not losing money. Just kind of recouping my money and a little bit more. I have another one down there that might have sold for a little more. I like that haircut. Actually, ED and AD, I need to get my haircut like yesterday. Yeah, Tekken Sports is the reselling go. I agree. I have 2 Ralph Lauren women's button-up shirts with embroidered crest on the left side, but don't know what to price them at. You're going to have to comp those out, Jessica. Usually women's Ralph Lauren doesn't do that well, but you can look them up. It sounds like you know all the knowledge. Women's Ralph Lauren button-up shirt with the crest on the chest. Those socks. Dora's still selling those socks. The GOAT. Yeah, I'll let you guys read that one about Facebook Marketplace. Oh my gosh, I do too, Nick. I hate it too. The next item is a Arc'teryx shirt. I found 2 of these together. Arc'teryx, one of my favorite brands. Just be on the lookout for this little guy right here. As you know, most of you know, and you're going to be like, I'm just going to look away right now because I already know it. But some people don't. That little dude right there, that little skeleton dude, that's money. If this shirt had a hole in it, I'd still buy it for $5. It sold for $34.99. Arc'teryx t-shirt. I hate Buffalo Bitten more than any other brand. Gets me every time I think it's Diesel. Me too, Nick. And that brand is sold at Nordstrom. You think it would have better resale value, but it's everywhere. Yes, I'm always buying vintage kids clothing. There you guys go. Recycle the sheen into blow-in insulation for sure. I mean, that'd be a good use of it. You wear it once and it's done. Just recycle it into blow-in insulation. Then one day someone's going to open up their walls and be like, oh my gosh, look at this vintage. And it just decays because it's made from crap. Plus a second video out. Oh, Dora, yeah, Dora, I follow you on YouTube. I followed you and I liked your videos. Dude, just saw you speaking. Just saw you speaking at eBay conference. That's amazing. You do great. And what an awesome thing you say you did in life. Congrats, brother. Hey, appreciate it, sir. And yeah, it'll be fun. I mean, it is like I said, it's no different. Actually, my topic that I'm speaking about is basically the same stuff I talked to you about. So it's going to be the same thing. Yeah. But I appreciate it. Yeah, it'll be fun. It's a cool thing. It's definitely a cool thing. Excited to do it. Definitely going to be taking a ton of pictures before I go because I'll be there for about a week so I can list and stuff. And I love Vegas so much. Love Vegas. And I'll be love to see other resellers too. It's for all categories. It's not just clothing. I found so many 70s and 80s record collections via asking at garage sale. There you go. Yeah, right. If take those to record stores. That's what I used to do. What's up, Richie Rich? What's up, Richie Rich in the chat? I'm glad you popped in. Men's polo over women's polo all day long. Yes, to answer that question. This is something to be on the lookout for right here. This is a FootJoy. I know most of us have seen these. One of these FootJoy short sleeve weird jacket things. But if you see Hydro Light on FootJoy, it commands more money. So if you see that Hydro Light on the sleeve or anywhere on FootJoy, it brings more money. This sold for $39.99, but I'm not packing it yet because that's not the next item. These Olakai shoes are the next item. Olakai shoes, they're just Olakai Olakai sneakers. The Olakai are known for sandals, but now they're making everything. And they're also known for the heel going down. So you can just slide your foot in like that. But these are in good condition. These sold on eBay for $35, and they're going out ground advantage. Make sure they're going to the right person, to John. They are. You guys know the deal with tennis shoes. I just wrap them and I put them in a poly mailer. Chat GPT will also help you price your item if you upload your pictures. I have mine primed to give me prices for each platform. Ooh, so your Chat GPT knows you well enough that knows what you want to price it at. Yeah, my Chat GPT would be like, dude, you're a cheap ass. Ask for more. You're cutting out all the people. Race to the bottom. Serge, you should look into doing the 127 yard sales for Michigan, Alabama next month, August 7th to the 8th, along with the Lincoln Highway sales. Bearded's been all about it. Trust me. He's been talking to me. He wants to do it. He's all about it. The problem is that's the weekend before I leave, and I'll probably have soccer games with my kids, with my son, so I probably won't be able to do it. But it's a huge, obviously, it goes from Michigan all the way to Alabama. Sabrina's putting us all to shame right now, guys. 5 Shein sundresses, bundled them and sold them on Posh for $50. I've never heard of someone buying and reselling Shein. This is a first. You are now the reselling goat. I've never heard of that. And that's awesome. That doesn't mean I'm going to be looking at Shein though. But that's good. I'm glad you made money off it. Someone needs to, other than the thrift stores. Hey, Dora, you're welcome. Appreciate you. Yeah, you know, obviously you know. When you told me about the YouTube, I went right over there. Then I use Nifty AI and pop in the prices. ChatGPT quickly checks all the platforms and the sold, and then post-listing spits out the prices. I like that, Christy. So you just use ChatGPT to get your prices for eBay to put in Nifty's the Nifty AI. Because Nifty AI, you have to put in your prices, but ChatGPT can generate the price of those items just by looking at all that, like in a millisecond, right? It's crazy, unbelievable AI these days. Here's this again, Hydrolite. Look out for it. $39.99 for that. Going out the door. Spent $5 on that. If that didn't have Hydrolite on it, it'd probably sell for like $22. So that Hydrolite brings more money, especially if you find the long sleeve, like a blue one. They bring really good money as well. Next item is a Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, another one. This one is a 2XB, and it sold for $20.70. That, y'all, is a Nifty sale. You know that. $20.70. So guarantee I had a price at $21.99. Take 10% off $21.99. I bet you it's $20.70. Bet. I bought some new Bonobos performance pants on Whatnot for $10. Was it a good buy? I thought I would try it out. Dora, yes, the performance Bonobos pants do pretty well if they're new with tags for $10. My guess is they'll probably sell for around $40. I don't know for sure. It's been a minute, but they'll sell well. They're popular with golfers. So I think you did fine. You're not going to lose money for sure. You'll make money. Amy D, what's up, girl? What's up, Amy D? Late night, you weren't expecting me to get me this late. You always get me in the morning. Sometimes you have to do hard goods. I bought a Toro lawnmower self-propelled for $25. What a great day. Should sell for $150 to $180 on Marketplace. Yeah. Guys, you have to open your horizon. If there's something there and you can manage to bring it home or get it or whatever and sell on Marketplace, which is so easy, hard goods are great. Hard goods are great. Like that lawnmower, you bought it for $25. Let's say you list it for $150 to $180, right? And it doesn't sell within a week. You're like, I'm tired of having this in my garage. Okay, I'm gonna drop it to 100. Sells like that. You still made $75 on it. So that's great. I did not include the brand in the title. I just titled it Sundresses Bundle of 5 Women's XL. Okay, so the Shein Bundle of 5 did not put a brand in it. Perfect. Look at that. That is so smart. You are smart. You are really, really smart. This is a Titleist bag, and it had this Mad Anthony's on it, but it's a Titleist backpack. And what I did was Google Lens this mug. Google Lensed it, and surprisingly enough, these went for money. This sold for $50. Speaking of hard goods, $50. And I think all my bags are like $5.99 at our thrift stores. So I'm going to put that in a bag and then in one of Amy D's boxes. How late am I? It doesn't matter. You can always rewatch. It doesn't matter. Trying to wrap up my own shipping and keep getting sales. Christy, that's a good problem to have, girl. That's not a bad problem to have. I'll go to bed late. Get those sales going, right? Amy's here. Yep, Dora. You know, we got our OGs, our morning OGs too. Our morning rigs. All right, so you see me putting that in a bag, kind of folded it. Got Amy D's box right here. Put it in the box. Make it really nice and neat. Shut it up. I haven't found a way to schedule listings to go live with Nifty. Is that true? I know I can save drafts and push on the day. TJ, To be honest, I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe someone in the chat will know, but I don't schedule my listings on Nifty. I've never tried. So I don't know the answer to that question. Tom. Going to Tom. They actually, those sundresses, okay, Sheen sundresses, 5 of them for what, $50 sold in one day. But don't name the brand. Just put sundresses. Based on style. Was it Depop you said it sold on? Sirs, you knowing old pocket watches, antique, etc. 127 sales. You could be a honey badger on those houses. I found an antique chainsaw collection last year. Oh my, I know. I love my watches. I love my watches. I've sold so many pocket watches over the years. So many watches. I end up keeping a lot of them, but you know, I love my watches. I would be a honey badger. Be such a honey badger. What order do you write your titles? Brand, size, item, description? Good question, Rachel. So the person I'm doing my speaking part at eBay Open, she's actually going to be talking about titles. Me, honestly, it's different per item. A lot of time, I list a lot of the same items, so I just sell similar my item. But Polo Ralph Lauren, Oxford, button front, men's, 2XB multicolor. FootJoy, DryJoy, Olakai, Arc'teryx, Cajus, Polo Ralph Lauren, Buck Mason, Polo Ralph Lauren. So it looks like Harley Davidson. It looks like I put the brand of the item first. Taught me something I didn't even know tonight. I put the brand of the item. Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, men, size XL, green performance, golf, short sleeve. So this is a green, obviously. Polo Ralph Lauren performance shirt. Sold for $19.99 via promoted listing. Yes. Save them in drafts and then hit post there. There you guys go for the Nifty. Rachel, for the Nifty question. There you guys go. You can schedule on Nifty. It is kind of tricky to me, but find the option once you do and it works. There you guys go. So you can schedule on Nifty. I normally never sell Sheen. I hate it, but I found a chunky pair of sandals, very current style for $1. Sold them on Depop for $12. Audra is so in tune with. Listen, guys, I say her. She runs like the search resale community. Like she's so in tune with trend and what's on style, what's on trend. Audra, you should post like videos and stuff like what you share with me, like those short form that are on style all over there. But there you go. Based on style, sold from $1 to $12 on Depop. Sheen. We have 2 Sheen sellers in here. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Is it thought or thunk? Y'all know. Poshmark, definitely style based. I've done it twice. The other one, I bundled 6 and it sold for $52 and sold overnight. I would say pay attention to style and size. I wouldn't do it with smaller than a large. There you guys go on the Sheen. And that would be great. If you can go to the bins, people probably don't buy Sheen at all at the bins. And Sheen's so lightweight because it's made of crap. Actually, crap's heavy. So Sheen is just so lightweight that you can get it for so cheap at the bins. This is a Johnny O polo shirt. And I sold it once. And it just got returned the other day. And I sold it again. $22.99 via promoted listing. Rescued Woody today from going into the trash. Then, Woody, we love Woody. We can't let Woody go into the trash. Man, Andy would be so upset if we let Woody go in the trash. No, you and Trisha. Audra and Trisha hold it down over there. Trisha, I give her just as much credit. Trisha and you hold it down over there. I like to just go over there and be a bystander and like stuff and comment. That's what I like to do. Okay. So again, my problem that I'm having right now is I sold 3 more things, but I got to get my printer to work, and I think I'm going to have to restart my computer. Sometimes my Dinosaur Dymo does it, but I sold these Abercrombie & Fitch Paratrooper pants in like a day on Poshmark for $40. Abercrombie & Fitch Paratrooper pants, sold these for like, sold them for $40. Sold a Cajus polo shirt, another one. Online arbitrage, bought it for $20, sold for $27. Trying to get rid of those. And then I sold this Polo Bear polo shirt. The problem with this shirt, I sold on Depop. There are a few little itty bitty spots, almost like someone splashed like a little bit of Coke or something on it. There's a few little bitty spots on it. So it sold for $22 instead of a lot more. Maybe like $39.99 is what it would have sold for, maybe. But little Polo Ralph Lauren shirt, $39. So I'm about to restart my computer. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. On there, right, I sell Zara a lot depending on the style and pattern. Now, Zara is a step up from Shein, but definitely I don't usually pick up. Zara is definitely, you get quality stuff with Zara too. Like there's some good textures and materials with Zara. Decent, at least. Do not recommend Shein, but there are market for trending pieces, matter the brand. Oh, Audra. Wait, guys. Wait. Hold on before I leave. What's up, coffee? Okay, so Audra, we talk about Polo Ralph Lauren with the stripes that I sold earlier. Check this out. Hold on one second. So from the big buyout I just did, I had to tell a guy there's definitely some pieces in there that I'm not going to be buying. I'm not going to be purchasing for a lot of money. This being one of them, but I still got it and I listed it. I thought maybe I could put it in a whatnot, or maybe I'm like, you know what, I'll list it. But Audra showed me that even this faded, like striped white, like it's not seersucker. You find these in polo shirts. I just shipped one out earlier. You can rewatch this earlier. They sell. Well, this one is a J. Crew Oarsman, older. So I took photos of this, and I'm going to be listing this. So J. Crew, this is the Oarsman. I think they came back out with this, so I don't know if this is the old or new, but this style right now sells. So going back to style and what's selling, the sells. We have a reseller get together at the Buc-ee's. You know I'd be down for that. You know I'd be down for that. I'll put that there. I just took photos of that today. So that's why it's on my mind. But that is it, guys. I'm going to restart my computer and get this stuff shipped. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys. I will be in town this weekend, so maybe I'll go live this weekend. I don't know. Appreciate you as always coming in here. You ever have any more questions or want to share anything, go over to the reseller community on Facebook. Surf's reseller community. It's free. There you go. Oarsman is great. Yes, definitely stripes are hot right now. Yep. See? Boop. Thought of you, though. Surfs, I fill around 5 to 8 44-gallon totes. During the 127-yard sale, you may want to listen if someone is trying to take you long. I know. Listen, the thing is, okay, so this long, huge garage sale thing is great. The problem is, it's the weekend before I go to Vegas, and I'm the head coach of my son's soccer team. It's a travel, it's an intense team, and it's going to be the beginning of the season, so I can't miss that weekend. I cannot go and miss that weekend, especially if I'm missing that week. I can't do it. I wish I could. Any other weekend, I normally would. What's up, Ethan? Ethan's in the house. Ethan, you should see all the double RL I have right now. So much. I almost thought about putting in a whatnot, but I didn't.